Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I just want to thank all my old subscribers and welcome my new subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos. So I really wasn't going to do this video. It's a little late, but I figured if I can help one person, then it was worth doing. And with winter not quite finished with us yet, and we are bracing for some really bad weather over the next week or so, why not? So this is some tips to making it through cold weather in your home when you have no electricity and you need to keep your family safe and warm. I have a few tricks that you can do to keep everyone safe and warm in the cold weather. So this is my backyard, and as you can see, the snow is still here from the last snowstorm. It hasn't melted off yet, and we will be going through winter for a couple of more weeks in my area before this actually melts down and goes away. And what I saw coming out of Texas this week, I saw some pictures. It was really saddening seeing people standing in long lines to get into grocery stores to get food. I'm sorry, but if you lived through 2020 and you haven't at least the bare minimum prepped or put aside food for at least 2 weeks, then what have you been doing? You can prep on a budget, $20 a week, $5 a week, $10 a week, $50 a week, whatever it is. You shouldn't have to, in 2021, stand in a line to get groceries because your lights are out or because you had a storm and you have no food in your house. There is no excuse after living through 2020 why you shouldn't have some sort of foods in your house where you don't have to stand in a long line to get into a grocery store to buy food. But that's another video. And I also saw people trying to heat their whole house on a space heater. Never gonna work. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. So if you don't have a generator and you're living maybe paycheck to paycheck and don't have the money to buy a generator to plug in that electric heater because your electricity is out, then we have another alternative that we can look at. So you don't have a Jackery portable charger or any other kind of portable charger. You may or may not have propane. If you do have propane, then you're ahead of the game. If you don't have propane, don't worry, we have some other alternatives for you. So say you have none of those things, absolutely none of those things. So you don't have a Mr. Buddy heater to heat inside, a space heater, portable charger, a generator. You have none of that. There are still options that you can do to keep yourself warm. So the first thing you want to do is create a micro environment. Now, if you have a living room with a fireplace and you have wood to start and maintain a fire, that's where you want to set up your micro environment. We plan to set up our micro environment in our master bedroom. That's enough space for everyone. It has an ensuite bath and a walk-in closet, and I'll tell you why that's important later. You want to put on layers: tights, leggings, sweats, sweaters. You want to have something really close to your body, and then 2 or 3 layers on top of that can be loose fitting, but the first layer should be close to your body. Undervest, t-shirt, socks, and hats. Really important. We lose a lot of heat from our heads. You definitely want to have a hat. If you don't have a hat, fashion one out of a long sleeve t-shirt, a sweater, a scarf, whatever you may have. Desperate times, desperate measures. You want to cover your windows and doors in your micro environment. You can use towels, sheets. I have this 6mm plastic that will make a great barrier. So this is my micro environment window. I have a dual pane window. There's a sheet of plastic here. As you can see, I have the mini blind, and then I also have a sheet which creates another barrier, and then I have my curtains which are lined and blacked out. So you want to gather up all your blankets, towels, sheets. These are some wool blankets I got from the Army surplus store. You also want to have your couch cushions because you don't really want to sleep on the floor. You want to elevate yourself because the higher up you go, the warmer it's going to get. So remember, warmer rises. So you want to be a little bit elevated off the floor for sleeping. So get your couch cushions, and they are great for sleeping on. You want to gather up some puzzles and games just to keep everyone occupied, because you're going to be in this space and you're not going to leave until it's absolutely safe. So you're also going to bring into the space some food items. You want to have things you can eat right out of the can. And then you want to also have things like peanut butter and jam, your home canned items that you can eat right out of the jar. And you don't want to forget the water. So your micro environment should be as self-sufficient as you can possibly get it. Think of it as bugging out, but staying at home. And if you have to leave for any reason, one person should come and go, not more than that, because that will help to keep the heat that you create in that environment, whether it be a fireplace or a little Mr. Buddy heater, or your Buddy heat and your preventative measures in the room, like sealing your windows, sealing your doors. And if you can at all possible stay in there and not leave, that's even better. So you want to layer yourself, layer your windows, layer your doors. That's going to keep your heat in. You don't need a heat source if you do this right. It will get cold, but it will not freeze. And another thing, frozen pipes in your house, I would say that drip method does not work. I would say bleed your lines, turn off your water at your main source and bleed your lines and leave your pipes completely empty, and then you won't have that expansion of the water that's in them. For cooking, if you don't have the canned food that you can eat right in there, or you don't have enough, one person in and out making those meals. Get a single burner stove that you can do with, say, a butane, and go into your kitchen and cook, and then bring your food back into your micro environment. Any gases or butane like that should be stored in a separate space, like in a garage or a shed. Your micro environment does not have to be big. Micro meaning small. It just has to be comfortable enough for your family. In our case, our master bed fits our entire family. I might have an elbow in my nose when I wake up, but I'm going to be warm. They're going to be warm. And you want to have a plan. We already have our windows done, so we just have to do our doorways. We have a bin in our master closet that has food, water, games, that sort of stuff, and it never comes out. It has a stove in there. This didn't happen overnight. We have been working on this for a couple of years now. All you have to do is make a plan and take steps to accomplish that. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload videos.